Hi. So, in my last video, I talked about a little bit about the beginning of the crazy making. I'm just going to go ahead and call it what it was. It was crazy making that was going on here. But it started with a good, typical tactic that a narcissist likes to use. Well, a few of them actually all at once. I didn't realize this was going on at the time, so they worked on me quite well, but that coupled with the chaos that was already going on in the world around us, and, so many other things. I was oblivious, again, I was oblivious to the drug use that was going on at that time. So, all of this was just kind of like mysterious to me. But what was happening in all of this time, the chasing me around the house, needing to talk about something that didn't happen, was of course diversion. The fact that he had been having the affair with this person and wanted to blame me. I don't really know why blame me for something that you hadn't been caught doing. Like, I didn't know y'all were doing anything. I wasn't even suspicious. I was so dumb. But, whatever, like, I was none the wiser. So there was no need to divert. So I didn't catch on to the fact that that was happening. But that is what was happening. In addition to sleep deprivation or, depriving me of sleep, that is something that narcissists typically do very frequently. And it really, it stumbles you. It messes with your sleep is very important. Like, it messes with a lot of things. It stresses you. It creates general chaos. And it really begins to lay the foundation for them to destroy yours, which is to take your sanity from you, to begin to really make you think you're crazy. So this thing with this gentleman, Will, didn't end that one night, that one time. This went on for about 3 nights. I went to work, came home, tried to get a little sleep here and there, couldn't really, because, typical narcissist keeps you busy all day long, trying to keep up with a conversation with them while you're working. And then, when you come home from work and you make dinner and you let the dogs out and you try to, vacuum, pick up the toys and stuff from the dogs and make sure that the house is suitable, respectable when your partner comes home and dinner's on, and they're bombarding you all the time with messages and stuff. You don't really get time to sleep. You owe every moment to them. So, for several days, he chased me around with this whole Will guy. And, whatever. But anyways, eventually he kind of calmed down, got some sleep. A few weeks went by and it flares up again. And, it's back to the whole nowhere to sleep. I can't go anywhere to sleep. There's no doors in the house. Like, it's insanity. There's nowhere to go. So I just, deal with it for weeks. And in this time, we'll get in much later to the fact that my phone and my laptop had been cloned and hacked, and all kinds of other fun stuff was going on there. But nonetheless, where I start to really lose it is I'm really tired. I'm literally physically tired. I'm sleepy. I'm stressed. Work is stressful. I work in a stressful industry. I deal with transportation and humans. People are dealing with things so a lot of stress going on. And I'm just very uneasy. So eventually I'm like, you know what, dude, whatever. I might have talked to this guy. I really don't know him, but I might have talked to him. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Suit yourself. But it's because he kept showing me all this data, from Google takeouts. That's all of your data. Or my Google Maps timeline. Or my Facebook Messenger. You name it. All kinds of things. He had all of this data, suggesting that I had been communicating with this person, taking off in the middle of the night in our sleep, and going places many towns away, 20 and 30 miles even. Anyone who's relatively familiar, from Charleston, West Virginia to a town called Clendenin, West Virginia, it's not really, that's not a drive you make and then sleep with somebody and then drive back home without knowing you did it. But nonetheless, he had all of this data saying that I had done it. I couldn't argue with that anymore. So, take away my sleep, bombard me with nonsense and diversions for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end, and eventually I give in. Sure, I might have talked to this guy. I'm really confused as to what's going on. Surely my partner wouldn't fabricate these things and then blatantly show it right to me and other people, right? Surely that wouldn't happen, right? Nobody in their right mind would go so far to cover up a lie that their partner didn't even know they were hiding. But someone would go that far, and that is exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened with my ex. We'll call him Travis for the sake of this story. But anyways, nonetheless. So yeah, narcissist tactics, sleep, taking your sleep away, really unsettling you any way they possibly can. These are things they do. Truly, yes, people do exist out there who will harm and seek out to destroy the very sanity of the people that they claim to love and want to protect and spend their lives with. So if you ever find yourself in a situation that simply doesn't make sense, you know better, you know you do, you know 100% you were at work all day, your coworkers know you were at work all day, you know you were asleep all night, you know you did not drive 45 miles one way, sleep with somebody who you don't know in your waking life, and then drive all the way back and wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to go to work where you stayed again all day. You know you did that. You know that's what happened. Don't ever let anyone show you data that says otherwise and then go find a fucking psychiatrist to tell you what's wrong with you. Because there's nothing wrong with you. And if you have the misfortune of finding a psychiatrist like I did, who was in the process of closing her practice and retiring and really didn't give a crap about anything, she's just gonna drag it all out and just slowly let you bleed out in front of her while closing her practice and retiring and then sending you on down the road with no help ever given or no actual work done. I didn't actually get any help professionally, though I sought it and attended therapy sessions in West Virginia. I got no real help until I got to Virginia and got a true psychiatrist, a true psychologist, and a true therapist. They're not all the same. It's taken all three of those on a weekly basis to today, still and ongoing. I won't be done anytime soon. But it's taken all that just to help me get out of the freaking house. So anyways, yeah. Sorry, the weather's changing. I am getting a sore throat. But anyways, nonetheless, I appreciate everyone who has been following along and reaching out and wanting to talk and share their stories. I very much appreciate it. It helps me to know that I'm not crazy. Like, you have no idea until you go through something like this just how much somebody else saying I've been through this means. It is the supplement to all of the therapy that has saved my life. Was just 2 or 3 people saying, yes, I was with that person and that is what happened to me too. You are not crazy. Or yes, somebody did that to me too. Or yes, I've done that to somebody. There's a lot of people out there who do these things and truly do find themselves wanting to heal and recover and do better, who share their stories too and will tell you, yes, what you experienced was real. You are a valuable person. You are loved. You know your reality, and you deserve to wake up every day and exist and thrive in a world that is yours, in a reality that you control, that no one else can take away from you. Thank you so much.